Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Lori's Lifestyle. Today, I have been tagged in a YouTube tag. Tara from Tara's Local Inspiration tagged me to do the Get to Know Me tag. And there are 16 questions, and hopefully they will not take very long because I don't have a lot to say about the questions. So let's get started. Number 1, are you named after someone? No. Lori. Who would name their child after someone named Lori? However, my middle name is Ann, and that was my mother's middle name. God rest her soul. I do have my mother's middle name, which is Ann. Where were you born? Where do you live? I was born right here in Northeast Indiana in Fort Wayne. I lived here for the majority of my first 19 years. And then I lived in downtown Chicago in a high rise. I lived in Miami part-time. I've lived in Indianapolis. And I've lived in Monterey, California. And then I moved back to Fort Wayne in 1992, 93. Early 90s, somewhere in there. Am I more like my mom or my dad? Wow. That's a tough one. I would have to say in looks or features, I have more of my dad's features. I have my dad's high Indian cheekbones. I have my dad's large eyes. I have my dad's thick, coarse hair, which now is about to my waist, and it's about time to cut it off. Yeah. Not all the way, but it's going to have some serious layering and texturing and I used to wear it in a pixie, and at that time I could do it all myself. But now I can't. So I have to pay the big money that I'm trained to charge people, the big money. I'm a lot like my mom in the way that I'm very set in my ways. I don't like to give. I like everything my way. I definitely I was raised by my mother. So I have a lot of her, I can sit back and I can watch after someone does something to me. But sooner or later, if karma doesn't get you, yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that I just sit back and watch, and karma's going to get you sooner or later. I don't have to worry about it. When I was thinner and a lot younger and was doing pageants and modeling, I looked a lot more like my dad. As I've gained weight, I have my mother's, more of her round face. I'm graying in the very same spot that my mother did. And I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to keep the gray coming in or if I'm going to color it. So comment below what you think I should do. My favorite food. My favorite food is Mexican. I could eat Mexican 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. That or a good old fashioned Southern home cooked meal. My daddy was from Kentucky. My mom's family was from Indiana, but more Southern Indiana. So yeah, the Southern cooking is definitely in me. My favorite pastime, I don't know. Since losing my mom, I'm finding myself again, and I'm trying to find things that occupy my time. One of my favorite pastimes is making stickers on my Cricut, and I hope to eventually be able to perfect it so I can open my own Etsy shop. I love planners. I have an Erin Condren and a personal Filofax um, uh, that I use as a wallet. Um, so yeah, I guess those are my personal my my favorite pastimes is my planners and of course YouTube um, when I'm able to get on, and also I've recently become an independent distributor for paparazzi jewelry, which I am enjoying very, very much. If you're not familiar with it, it is a wonderful line of jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry. Every necklace comes with a set of earrings, and everything across the board is $5. It's nickel free, hypoallergenic, will not turn you green. It's beautiful. These earrings are copper, and this necklace is also copper. And I love spending my time introducing people to paparazzi and also doing Facebook Live paparazzi shows. My favorite childhood memory. I had to think long and hard on this one because I grew up in a neighborhood of boys. So I was the only girl, hence I was a tomboy. And there was one boy in particular that taunted me for years. This boy was just evil. And he went to a Catholic school. But one day I was ready for him. And I went and got all of the tomatoes that my basket on my bike could hold. And the more rotten, the better. And I was waiting for him at the corner. And when he came around the corner on his bike, I nailed him. And tomatoes went flying. He went flying. And yeah, that was that has to be my favorite childhood memory. He got his for all the years that he taunted me. My favorite snack. I don't snack a lot because of my diabetes, but I do eat an apple at night before I go to bed. So that is probably my favorite snack. My favorite sports team, it depends. If it's high school, it's the Fort Wayne Bishop Luers Knights football team. If it's college, it has to be Roll Tide, Alabama. And if it is the NFL, it's the Seattle Seahawks. Actually, I need to change to the Raiders because Marshawn went to the Raiders. So, what can I say? Do I prefer cats or dogs? Definitely dogs. I do not like cats. I've never liked cats. I don't like how cats like wiggle around your legs. I don't like animals on my countertops. I don't like cat fur. I don't like cats crawling and slithering, and I've had pet snakes that I liked better than cats. So yeah, I do have two dogs. One is Chocolate Lab. She's 110 pounds. Her name is Nunu. My son named her off of the character of the movie ATL that T.I. was in love with, Nunu. That's where she got her name. And then our second dog is a AKC registered canine trained German Shepherd that is 115 pounds, and her name is Holly. Now, if that's not a killer name, that's a killer name. But my mom named her. We got her on New Year's Eve, and my mom named her Holly Marie. So we had to keep her name. Am I afraid of heights? I am deathly afraid of heights. In fact, a quick story, when I was in the Army and we were doing the obstacle course, I got to the top and I didn't want to come down. That's not something that you get to make a choice of. So I eventually had to come down. The first book I ever read, on my own, besides my children's Bible, was the series Little House on the Prairie. I read, I think, every single Little House on the Prairie book there was. I also read Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys and all those. My favorite genre of music is R&B and rap, and also my late brother-in-law introduced me to Trinidad. He was from Trinidad, so he introduced me to island music or reggae, and I love it to this day. Do I have any tattoos? No. I promised my mom many, many years ago that I would never get a tattoo. She and I discussed it in her last few months here on Earth. And I might get an infinity sign on my left wrist. And that would stand for my son, my mother, and myself. That is number 13. We have 3 more to go. Let's see here. Best physical feature. I don't know. I've always been told I have beautiful eyes, but my eyes are getting old. And I don't put as much effort into my eyes as I used to contour. And, I used to have the, who was the lady on Dynasty that had like the amazing eyes? That's the eyes I had. My favorite school subject. Wow. I would have to say in college, microbiology. And yes, I'm a germaphobe now. And my biggest accomplishment in my 48 years, my biggest accomplishment is my 20-year-old son. My son is my miracle. He will always be my baby, even though he is a grown man. He is in college. He's doing what he wants to do in college. He's doing what he's good at in college. But it's funny that this is the 16th question, because I have had 16 pregnancies, 1 tubal, 1 live birth, which is my son, and 14 miscarriages. And 1 set was a set of twin boys. So with all of that being said, that is the Get to Know Me tag. And Tara, thank you so much for tagging me in it. I really appreciate it. it was it was great. It was great to get to write these questions down, and it took me a little bit longer than I thought because I had to think about a few of them. But I am going to tag Sam from Happily a Housewife. I'm going to tag, let's see, Paige from Paige Danielle, Meg from Love Meg. I'm going to tag Nicole from Nicole Burgess. And I'm going to tag Kimmy from She's in Her Apron. So, if you will all take a few minutes and do your 16 get to know me tags here on her wonderful, wonderful YouTube channel. And with that being said, I will be back again with another video in the very near future. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down below. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.